A finance worker in Hong Kong joined a video call. He saw familiar faces on his screen. The company's chief financial officer was there. Other senior executives from the UK office joined too. The conversation felt normal. They discussed a secret transaction that needed to be handled quickly. The worker trusted the faces he saw. He trusted the voices he heard. Following their direct orders, he authorized 15 separate transfers. The total came to $25 million. Only later did he discover the truth. Every single person on that call, besides himself, was a fake. This was not a scene from a science fiction movie. This happened in early 2024 to the global engineering firm, Arup. Let's break down what a deepfake actually is. The word itself sounds technical, but the concept is straightforward. A deepfake is a piece of digital media, a video, an image, an audio clip, that has been manipulated by artificial intelligence. The AI, often a deep learning network, studies a person's appearance, mannerisms, voice from existing photos and videos. It learns how their face moves when they talk. It learns the unique patterns of their speech. Once it has learned enough, it can generate brand new synthetic content that makes the person appear to say or do things they never actually did. Think of it like digital puppetry. The most profound danger of deepfakes is not the technology itself, it is the damage it does to trust. Human society is built on a foundation of shared truths. We trust that the person on the phone is who they say they are. We trust that a video of a world leader's speech is authentic. We trust our own senses to tell us what is real. Deepfakes attack this foundation directly. They create a world where seeing is no longer believing. This is the liar's dividend. It lets bad actors dismiss real evidence as fake. It forces us to doubt even the most authentic-seeming content. In the corporate world, this erosion of trust has immediate financial consequences. The simple act of a video call or a phone conversation is now a potential security risk. Now they can simply become your boss on a video call. They can replicate their voice, they can replicate their face, they can replicate their mannerisms. More than 10% of companies have reported deepfake fraud attempts. In April 2025, Israel's Channel 14 broadcast was interrupted by an apparent statement from a former defense minister. The video was a deepfake. It was allegedly created by Iranian agents. The numbers behind the rise of deepfake fraud are staggering. They paint a picture of a threat that is not just growing, but accelerating at an exponential rate. According to one report, detected deepfake incidents increased tenfold in 2023 alone. In that same year, fraud attempts using this technology spiked by a breathtaking 3,000%. This is not a gradual trend, it is an explosion, and they are using it to pry open digital vaults and personal bank accounts with alarming success. The number of deepfake incidents recorded in the first 3 months of 2025 had already surpassed the total for all of 2024 by 19%. In just that first quarter of 2025, financial losses directly attributed to deepfake-enabled fraud soared past $200 million. It represents stolen retirement funds, drained corporate accounts. When a scam is successful, the data shows that victims lose money 77% of the time. Consider the story of Steve Beauchamp, an 82-year-old retiree. In 2024, he encountered videos that appeared to feature the famous tech billionaire. The videos promoted a too-good-to-be-true cryptocurrency investment. I mean, the picture of him, it was him, he later recalled. If somebody had said, "Pick him out of a lineup," that's him. Over several weeks he drained his retirement fund, investing a total of $690,000 into the scam. The Elon Musk deepfake scam became so pervasive that the New York Times dubbed the fake persona the internet's biggest scammer in August 2024. The Arup heist was a watershed moment, but it was far from an isolated incident. The use of deepfakes in high-stakes financial crime is becoming disturbingly common. The strategy is often the same: impersonate a high-level executive, create a sense of extreme urgency, direct a lower-level employee to bypass protocols and wire money. The deepfake video or audio provides the social proof to make the request seem legitimate. The employee isn't just reading an email, they are seeing their boss. They are hearing their boss. The psychological pressure is immense. Many companies are dangerously unprepared. Survey: 1 in 4 leaders have little or no familiarity with deepfakes. 80% of companies have no protocols for deepfake attacks. It's like leaving the bank vault wide open. When successful, damages can reach up to 10% of annual profits. Fake product recall, disastrous earnings report, fabricated merger. They prey on hope, fear, and love. Technology makes the emotional hook stronger and the lie more believable, leading to tragic, life-altering financial losses. In response to the flood of synthetic media, a new field of digital forensics has emerged: deepfake detection. Researchers and cybersecurity companies are in a constant arms race against the creators of these fakes, building sophisticated tools designed to spot subtle giveaways. These detectors don't just look for obvious glitches. They analyze data at a microscopic level, searching for invisible AI fingerprints. One method: analyze biological signals hard for AI to replicate. Early deepfakes often had trouble with blinking. Track reflections in the eyes. Do they match the room's light sources? Other detectors examine the file's digital makeup. Look for artifacts, strange patterns left by AI, unnatural smoothness, warping around edges, resolution mismatches. For audio, analyze sound waves for unnatural frequencies or the absence of subtle background noise. AI versus AI. Advanced detectors are deep learning networks trained on thousands of real videos and thousands of known deepfakes. Goal: automated systems that scan files and give a probability score of real versus fake. Research shows accuracy can plummet by as much as 50% in the wild. Drops of 45 to 50% occur moving from lab to real life. Our own ability to spot deepfakes hovers at 55 to 60%, barely better than flipping a coin. Given the limits of detection, the most powerful defense against deepfakes is behavior. Cultivate healthy skepticism, adopt simple, practical security habits. You don't need to be a cybersecurity expert, just be mindful. First, slow down. Scammers create a false sense of urgency. They want you to act immediately. Resist the pressure. Next, verify through a different channel. Golden rule: out-of-band verification. Strange video call from your CEO asking for an emergency wire transfer. Hang up. Then, call their known, trusted phone number. Panicked voice message from a family member asking for money. Text them, or call another relative to confirm. Out-of-band verification breaks the scammer's chain. Pay attention to details. Lip sync off. Head movement unnatural. Lighting inconsistent. Audio flat. Strange pacing. Lack of background noise. Fakes are improving every day, those flaws are disappearing. Use clues to be suspicious, but absence of a flaw is not proof of authenticity. Finally, protect your digital likeness. Be cautious about what you post. Consider setting accounts to private. Be wary of apps that request your photos or voice. We have entered a new and unsettling era. Deepfakes are no longer a novelty or a distant threat. They are a potent and accessible weapon that is actively being used to commit fraud, spread disinformation, erode the very fabric of social trust. The technology is evolving at a dizzying pace, far faster than our laws, our detection tools, and our own instincts can keep up. The stories of multi-million-dollar heists, ruined lives, are not just headlines. They are a direct warning of what is at stake. The fight for truth has moved to a new battlefield, and it is taking place on our screens. We must act now as individuals, as companies, and as a society. For individuals, practice strategic doubt. Slow down before you act. Verify every unusual request through a separate, trusted channel. For companies, implement strict financial protocols such as dual approvals and invest in training your employees. We need clear labeling regulations, stronger platform moderation, transparency, better detection research, and authentication methods. Trust what you see, but always get a second opinion. The truth is too important to leave to chance. The technology used was not some classified government tool. Arup's own chief information officer later experimented with open-source software to see how hard it would be. He managed to create a surprisingly good deepfake of himself in just 45 minutes. This ease of access is what makes the threat so widespread and so dangerous. Today, tools are becoming cheaper, faster, more accessible. Searches for free voice cloning have surged. 3 seconds can produce an 85% voice match. It puts deception tools into the hands of anyone, from pranksters and bullies to crime syndicates and state propagandists. 2023 estimate: 500,000 deepfakes online. Projected: 8 million by 2025. It is a tidal wave of synthetic media crashing against the foundations of our shared reality. We must understand the tool to combat its effects. So yeah, that's the gist. The Arup heist was a multi-million-dollar headline, but similar deceptions are happening every day on a smaller scale. They are targeting grandparents, small businesses, ordinary citizens. They are infiltrating our social media feeds, our political discourse, even our live news broadcasts. Scammers are using voice clones in virtual kidnapping scams. A parent hears the terrified voice of their child, a perfect clone, and wires money in panic. Understanding this threat is the first step. This is not about paranoia. It is about awareness. This is serious. We need to pay attention. Trust can be rebuilt with the right habits.